Hello, welcome back to my channel. This is Jackson Many. And before I start, let me wish you Merry Christmas and prosperous Happy New Year. Indeed, God is faithful to us. He's been with us since January up to now. We all have a reason, to thank Him, right? Yeah, so today I want to talk about alcoholism. Okay, I want to talk alcoholism in the perspective of the Bible. Is drinking alcohol a sin? Okay, is drinking alcohol a sin? Yeah, so we see a lot of drinkingness. Can I put it that way? In the Old Testament, we see uh, people drinking in Old Testament, and it is something which was there. Drinking wine in the Old Testament, and we even see it in the New Testament. A bit of it, and there's nowhere in the Bible. Okay, so let me answer it. Is drinking alcohol a sin? Most of the Christians. My answer is no and yes. Okay, no and yes, and I'm gonna explain. Okay, so this is the question: is eating too much sin? Or should I put it, can eating become a sin? Yes and no. So it falls on such conditions. Okay, Bible talks of gluttony, that when gluttony is just eating too much, that's gluttony and it's sin. So the same with alcohol. Okay, alcohol, we see it sin when you get drunkard by it. Taking wine, we see too much of it is sin, and again we see Paul is telling Timothy that take a little of it, right? Take 1 Timothy 5:23. Paul is telling Timothy that use a little of it for your stomach, for medication. Okay, a little of it. Now this is the question: how little is little? Okay, how little is little? Okay, and so that is debatable. To some people, 10 bottle of beers is moderate. To some people, 2. So how little is little? Okay. Now, to me, I'm not here to judge anyone who is, using alcohol or wine. But to me, the decision which I made is that I'm not going to drink wine because of some reasons. Because I have history. My parents, and I have history. I used to see my uncle, getting drunk and beating up his wife, misbehaving and all that. And I didn't like it. I didn't like it. And I've tried taking wine, even after becoming a believer, a little wine here and there. But, I reached a point whereby I just decided that, because I am extreme in my personality, this taking of wine, it will lead me to commit many sins. So I decided to stop. Amen. And so that is my principle. It's not a command that Bible says that shouldn't take wine. There is, that, take a little, but for me, I am not here to judge you. I mean, if that's my own principle that I've looked around and I've seen that when you take wine, you know that by and by you'll get drunkard and you'll become an addict, and end of it, you'll not walk in the Spirit. Okay. Now, in Kenya, there is I have not done much research, but there is, more increase in terms of the revenue collection, of alcohol, from alcohol, alcoholism or from wine or whatever alcohol. So that means that, many people are consuming alcohol, okay? From the young and to the old, many people are consuming it. And, that creates chaos in the society, okay? It creates chaos in the society, okay? Now, people are asking, okay, Jesus made wine, in the book of John 2, 1 to 11, he performed a miracle by making wine, and the wine was really better. Yes, he made wine, and it does not, say that Jesus commanded that we must take wine. Wine was being used in places like wedding, wedding places. It was like a symbol of joy. Taking it moderately for you to be joyful, okay? And now we have the Holy Spirit. The Holy Spirit is in us, and we are supposed to be filled in by the Holy Spirit. Out of the Holy Spirit, there is joy, there is happiness, there's all sorts of fulfillment when you're filled by the Holy Spirit, when you get led by the Holy Spirit. And when you get a drunkard, that whatever will come out of you will not be of the glory of God, okay? And so we see over and over, we see the dangers of wine. We see around us people who get drunk the way they behave. And so I would just say that like in 1 Corinthians 10, okay, 23, everything is permissible, but not everything is beneficial, okay? It may be permissible, take it, a little bit of it moderately, because Bible talks of drunkardness. Those people who are drunkard will not inherit the kingdom of God. It does not talk of, taking it. There's nowhere in the Bible that Bible says that do not take wine. Bible talks of drunkardness, okay? Bible talks of drunkardness. Now, that is where the danger is, okay? That how moderate is moderate, okay? Now, not everything that is permissible is beneficial. Because, how about, me getting drunk, or taking wine, even it's a little bit of it, and then there's a young Christian who looks up to me. What will come in his mind? He will even, be confused, like, which kind of God am I worshiping, okay? So we also should be very careful that there are some people who are looking up to us, okay? There are some brothers and sisters at church and in our society who are looking up to us, and they're expecting more from us, okay? And so imagine walking around, you're drunk, and they're seeing you taking wine and all that. It becomes like a stumbling block to our brothers, our young brothers and sisters, okay? So we need to be careful on that. Okay, there is also an issue of, so Jesus made wine even in the Lord's Supper. The Lord's Supper, the Lord's Supper, the Lord's table, people are serving wine. There's nowhere in the Bible that, Bible says that, the Lord's Supper, the cup of drink which Jesus offered in the Lord's Supper, that it was wine. Nowhere in the Bible. It used to be called like a cup of drink, and the fruit of the vine. Okay. So people will say, oh, so it's being served in the church. If it's being served in the church, when it's being served in the church, so why are you double-minded? Why are you in the church you take wine, a little wine, and then you are saying we shouldn't? No, in the church there's nowhere in the Bible that the Lord's Supper, the Lord's table, that they served wine. Okay, it used to be called a cup of drink, or fruit of the vine. Okay, you need to check on that. Yeah. So, like I said, Ephesians 5:18 talks of do not get drunk, which leads to recklessness. Instead, be filled by the Holy Spirit. Do not get drunk. Okay, we see family torn apart, and we see separation and divorce happening in families, because of of drunkenness, okay? We see killings, we see depression. Most of depression is related to alcoholism, okay? Wine, too much of wine. And so we know for sure that this could be a gate. You as a Christian, you need to understand that taking wine, you call it, you are sipping it, and end of the day, it will create a gate in your soul, and the devil will find a way to to open more sin when you take it, okay? Because you to be sober in your mind will be corrupted, and your judgment will be wrong. In fact, Proverbs 31:4-5 talks of it is not for kings to drink wine, lest they forget the law and pervert the judgment of any of the inflicted. Okay, so even those people who are in leadership position, okay, do not take wine, man. Do not take it, because end of the day it will catch up with you. You are a symbol of leadership in the church, at home, and in the society. And now you are taking wine, man. I mean, it's gonna corrupt you. Your judgment will be diverted. Okay, when you take wine, your mind will have some ideas that are not godly. Okay, and so I'm not saying do not take wine. What I'm saying is it's not wise. It might be permissible but not beneficial. Okay, and listen to me. Those people, by the way, if you ask those people who take wine, who are drunkard and all that, they'll tell you that they don't like the taste of it, but they like the effect of it. So you see that motive. So the motive, most of people who are taking wine, too much wine and all that, they're taking it not because of the way it tastes. It's not like you're taking soda, or it's not like you're taking, juice and all that. It's how can you call it? It's very bitter and all that, but they don't like the taste of it, but they like the effect of it. So already the intention is not right, because most of people are taking wine, they're taking it for intentionally to forget of their stress, depression, and to be somehow forget everything and be high and feel good. You see, so already that is a sin already. Okay, yeah. So my encouragement to you is that stay away from alcohol, stay away from wine. If you can manage to take a little bit, then that's okay. But for me, I think I've made a decision not to take wine or to drink alcohol, because I'm extreme in my personality, and end of the day I'll be caught up in something that I cannot come out of it. So it's better I stay away from it. That's my principle. It's not a command, it's a principle. Okay, and alcohol has some effect in our body. Okay, most of cancers related cases is tied to alcohol. You can ask any doctor, will tell you it's related to alcohol. Somehow it changes the cells in our bodies. And end of the day, you have cancer of the mouth, of the liver, cancer of the colon and all that, and the breast cancer for women, it's associated with alcoholism. Okay, and so it is wise not to be engaged in alcohol. So I believe that there is something which you've learned, and I believe that there is something which you've gotten from me. May the Lord bless you, and expect more videos. Please comment and share the video, like the video, and I believe that subscribe. I believe that God will speak to you through this video as we usher into the new year. There is a lot of things going on. There's a lot of drunkenness and all that. So I thought it is wise to come up with such a video. It can help one or two people, to be able to see alcohol in a perspective of godly direction. May the Lord bless you, and Happy New Year, my friends.